It's your girl Nade featuring I Spy. How is everyone doing today? You know I say this in the beginning of all my videos for content creators, aspiring content creators. This is just the light above me and the light from outside. But you see it's dark on this side of my face. If you are a content creator, click my Amazon link and get you a content light, because look, the light is popping. The light is bomb.com. You could bring this little light anywhere. Bring it to the restaurant. Bring it anywhere. The grocery store. And then it just clips on top of your phone like this. Okay? Y'all need to get right if you want to make some content. And I know it's Saturday. Not a lot of people are like trying to be all up on their phones. They're outside having a good time, especially in Cali. Everyone is outside today riding their bikes, on their skateboards, and loving life. But we did not come on here to talk about LA and Cali today. We came on here to talk about what? The key to balancing balancing the keys to your ultimate success, right? And what is that? How do we balance the keys to our success? Because there's not just one key to success. We need to have multiple factors that lean into being successful, right? And one of those is being balanced, balancing out your feminine and masculine traits, feminine and masculine energies. Masculine energy is more analytical, more logistical. A woman's is that soft, nurturing, self-care, really being sympathetic, having empathy. Masculine is, okay, we're on this, we're disciplined. These are general aspects of what these traits are, the yin and the yang. And a lot of us have more than the other. We have more yin than we have the yang. We have more masculine than we have feminine. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you can have either or more. Sorry, I keep messing with my braid. It's like hurting my head right here. So I'm trying to fix it. Okay, I think that should be okay for the live. But y'all, I can only be on here for a little half hour today because I gotta take him outside. It's been a few hours. So determining what you want to be successful within is your first factor, right? We need to know what we want. We need to be intentional about what we want to do, and then put into action what we need to do to get there. Okay, well, I take these days to rest. I don't do any work these days. And the rest of the days of the week, let's just say in a general case scenario, I work 5 days a week on my business for 4 designated hours. And that's what that's all it takes. 4 to 5 deep hours of work. You don't need to be 8 hours is too long, okay? People need a break in 8 hours of work. 8 hours is just to torture you. Not gonna lie, it is just to torture you. It's to make it seem like you're doing something and being productive. But no, what do you do at work? You get a break. There's a lag time. It's not busy for 8 hours straight, right? 4 hours of designated work will get you further than any half-ass 8 hours will. Facts. Okay, well, and depending what we're talking about, like landscaping and stuff, that's a lot of work, baby. But most of people I know nowadays are in office jobs, working inside, working in a cubicle, having an office, etc., etc. So how do we balance our masculine and feminine energies within our success? Well, if we determine what we want, Say hey in the chat if you're on live with me. Hello. Thank you for the like. So, what I do to maintain my feminine and masculine energies, I wake up early and I get my workout in. You know, I go for my walk with him. Even though I don't want to get up early, of course, nobody does, but that's discipline, and that is a masculine trait. We don't need to argue about this. I'm not trying to say one is worse and one is better. It's just facts. So, having discipline, waking up and having a routine, and then way later in the day. So, say when it's time, like a few hours before bed, 2-3 hours before sleeping, winding down. We don't need to do any work once it gets dark, right? When it gets dark, we're in a different energy, we're in a different state, we want to relax, maybe consume a little social media, maybe watch a little show, right? But instead of doing those, normal things that we do nowadays, try something different. For me, my ideas come on when I'm like on autopilot, when I'm just walking, when I'm just like zoned out in my own head. That's when ideas come to me. When we think so much, ideas are hard to come by. If you're always thinking, always in your head, hello, I'm new to the stream, how are you doing? I am great, Cooper. How are you doing? We're talking about the keys to success. So did you, what was it? No, I was gonna say, did you have like a reason that you clicked on this video today where you like, oh, I wanna know the keys, or you already know the keys? I'm just intrigued and interested. Awesome. Glad we are doing good on a wonderful Saturday. Where are we from? I am currently in LA. I relocated about 6 months ago from the Midwest to LA. And my definition of success has changed since I've moved, since I've been, oh, okay, so you were right. You're in the Midwest too. Hey, neighbor. I literally have my state tatted right here on me. I've been to Chicago plenty of times. I don't know if you're from there, but that's the only place I've been to in Illinois. And depending on how we've grown up and where we're from, that also determines what is success. What did you see the people who raised you, what did you see them do, and did you think that they were successful? Did you see that? Did you view that when you were young as success, or were you like, oh, this is just normal? I got that. I kind of assumed, because you said I'm from Illinois, so I was like, normally when people are from Chicago, they say I'm from Chicago, 111, thank you, God. And that's a sign. That's a sign. Repeating numbers. If you don't know what you want to do to be successful, ask for discernment. Ask for a sign. Have that secret code between you and God, or whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. Have that secret code that you're like, this means I'm on the right path. This means this, that, and the third, right? So, what is a key to your success that you felt has helped you? Or if you haven't found it yet, what do you think are possibilities to keys of your own success? Because I know plenty of people who say, oh, I want to be a real estate agent. Oh, I want to, be a content creator. But they're not taking the necessary steps. They're not taking up the keys to get there, right? We need to stop doing so much research and just fail forward. I don't know if you guys watched my Instagram reel today, but it was like, if you want to see, it's not a payday with 2 Y's at the end. But the reel was basically saying like, you say you want it, but you really don't. You really don't. If you're not taking the action, if you're not putting in the steps to getting to where you want to be, that means you don't want it. Action speaks, what do we always say? Action speaks louder than words, right? So that's why every time I visit home, I feel like I'm kind of not like knocked off my rocker, because I'm back in that mode of, okay, it doesn't sit well. And it's really about your environment too. Environment like plays a huge role within your success. If you are in your hometown, like when I go to visit my hometown, I'm like, this is exactly why I left, because I feel stuck here. I feel like I can't get anything done here. And yes, there is, that healthy balance of attaching and detaching, but honestly, I feel, what's up, Ked? How you doing? How you doing this Saturday? I can't wait to hear what you've done with your networking list, with that chat GPT. Thought I forgot. No, I didn't. We gotta discuss that for real. But see, I know you feel like when you go to a certain place, you feel more productive. And there's places you go to that you feel like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, you just get anxious, you get restless, you're just like, oh. And that's why, like, I've attached when going home to, okay, I'm visiting my family. I need to get all my work done before going back so I can dedicate my time to them. I'm doing good. Glad to hear. It's the wonderful Saturday. It's bright and sunny in California. It's hot. So every time I take him on a walk, he's the whole time. It's so hot here. Is it hot where you're at right now? Everybody in the chat, is it hot where you are at right now? Because I think it's like 85 right now. Hot. But no humidity, thank God. And see, that's another factor. We had a winter. We have winter in the Midwest. We have snow in the Midwest. Every time in the winter, we would get, I can't speak for everyone, but me, I would get that like winter depression. Cooper, do you get that too? Like, it's like a cycle of just, I miss the snow. I'm from Tennessee. I did not know it snowed in Tennessee. What? That's down south. I mean, in the mountains, right? But not like in what city in Tennessee? And I'm surprised, not Chicago. Sorry. I'm surprised Illinois is not hot right now, because my family in the Midwest been saying it is so hot here and it just keeps raining. It's storm after storm, because supposedly you guys didn't get that much snow this past winter. So it's raining now. Oh, Chattanooga. Got you. Damn. See, I've never been to Tennessee. I really want to go though. I always hear Chattanooga and Memphis. And wait, Nashville? Nashville, Chattanooga, and Memphis. Those are the 3 cities I know of Tennessee. But let me ask you this. If you have lived in multiple cities, states, countries, do you feel like your purpose was different in each place? Do you feel like you served different in different locations? Because at home, I had a different vision than I do here, which I am making my home now, currently. Definitely, I hear about the mountains in Chattanooga, and I'm like, yep, I want to go, but not when it's cold. I don't like the cold. Let's pump the brakes now. You had the same vision. Okay, so has your vision came to light more? Has it changed in any way? See, my man is in Atlanta right now, and he's like, it has been raining so much. And I'm like, it's so gloomy there, and here it's just beautiful. Yes, that's what I've heard. Just a lot of cabins and like that, wind down family vibe. So, are you going to tell us, Kat, are you going to tell us about what ChatGPT has done for you? Michigan. Oh my God, yes. Like the Midwest summers are so hot and humid. And that's why I honestly didn't know what to expect moving to California for the summer. And thank God we don't have humidity here. It's just like a nice breeze and it's hot and it's just nice. It's not like blazing, sweating, And Ked, I said, are you gonna tell me about like your networking and not Chattanooga, Chat GPT list that we talked about? What was it this week sometime? About your networking and emailing music industry professionals. Oh my God, yes, the winter is horrible up north, and you were up north, so you were like where I'm from. It's ridiculous. And that's exactly what I had to get out of. I don't know if you like the winters, but like I don't like cold. Me and my body don't get along with cold. My skin gets dry, and I felt like I could not be successful in the way I wanted to be there. So I made an intentional decision to change my surroundings. Checked it out, so I'm gonna. I thought you said like last week when we talked that you were. Oh, okay, so you are going to send some. Well, I hope by the next time I'm on live, you've done it. Cause I want to hear the tea. I want to hear what they got to say and about you sending that beat or the song that you did with that like famous rapper. Yes, I love it today. I love it. And that's exactly the type of energy we need on this live, because my reel talking about you need to do something that is actionable today. Like I was really grinding y'all gears today on Insta Reels. Well, and I posted a YouTube short too. It's the same one talking about do something that's actionable today and failing forward. In Michigan, I was okay, so where you were living, where your mother was, where your mother grew up, did you feel like, how do I say it? Like, do you feel like you fit in, that you didn't fit in very well? Because I've definitely felt that way, like going to, visit certain family in way up north, and I'm like, who are you? Like, we are not related. I don't even know how we have the same blood, because you live totally different from me. We have completely different views of life. And oh yes, boxing. Do you box too? Or do you like do any like any type of like gym work? Because I recently started getting in boxing, and whoo, baby, my arms are so sore. Like, look at my little arm. I can't wait till this pops out right here, this muscle. You should start boxing. I got like a little private session, lessons pass. You should do it. It's definitely worth it. And I actually went to the gym today to get wraps. Because you got to wrap your hands before putting the gloves on. And I was being unprofessional and not using the wraps for a week. But you're supposed to, because you need support. You need support on your wrist. So when you punch, it doesn't, you know, you don't break your wrist. I feel like I have had family in Michigan too, not gonna lie. But no, I was gonna ask, so like the different places you've lived, Cooper, this one's for you. Do you feel like your key components of success and your perspective was different in each place you've lived? And facts, true. Get you you wanna box, start boxing, and let's box. We could box on live. Maybe that's what we'll do. I have my boxing session Monday. Maybe we'll go live for the boxing session. You know, instead of having, you know, I'm at home right now, but we could go live at the gym, and my trainer could like give you some good tips, you know, because he's very good. He's really good at boxing. See, in all the other classes I've taken, the people training, the instructors are unprofessional AF. And we don't like that. So like, find you a good person or just ask around. See, that's what I did, because I didn't want to just go to any gym and book it myself. Like, I was telling some people I know out here, oh, I want to get into boxing. And my neighbor said, oh, I have a private trainer. And thank God it wasn't just a class she recommended. I told the universe, I told God, I want a personal trainer. I need an accountability partner. I need someone to whip me into shape, you know? And we all need someone to whip us into shape, because yes, we can hold ourselves accountable, but when we have that accountability partner, it could be a friend, it could be your instructor, your family, just anyone. Decide who is your accountability partner and then stick with it. Don't give up on it. Give yourself a timeline. I have 6 weeks for my boxing, and I dedicated myself to it. Like, I get up and I'm like, at first I was like, oh, I don't, but now I'm like, nope, Nade, you're going, get up. It's a promise. Yeah, our classes are at 11 a.m. I just personally, I feel like working out in the morning is better, you know, personally for my own success, because at nighttime, I want to wind down. I want to be in that relaxed, you know, feminine mode, because during the day, we all have 12 hours of sunlight in a day. Right? We have 12 hours of daylight if it's not sunny, right? Being in a new state, because virtually. I definitely feel that like anxiety with moving somewhere else, it's real. The anxiety is real. You don't know anyone. Like, yes, your family or a friend or, you know, a few people are there that you know, but it's a whole new environment. You have to feel out the vibe. You have to feel out, okay, so this is a safe spot for me to go, and this, I'm not vibing with this, you know? And just, oh my God, picking the right area is crucial. Crucial. I got blessed for being where I'm at, because if you go down a few blocks, it's not safe. It's not safe. You know it's hot out here for a pimp. Let me stop. Hustle and flow. Let's get it. But yes, so we totally got off a topic. Let's get back into the keys to success. So, what do you feel like is the key to your own success? Period. You know me. I love that movie. Classic. But when you think of being successful, what do you think the key components are for you to get to that stage? And just to keep it 100, Success isn't a destination, it is a continuous growth. It is continuous. Like a stair stepper, you keep going up, right? And then once you get there, you're like, oh my God, I see another mountain. I see another Chattanooga mountain. And it's taller, it's bigger. And that's where a lot of people give up. I'm at the top, I'm comfortable, and I'll just look at everyone else on top of that mountain. Or I'll look down and feel like I'm better than everyone else. No, that is not the mindset we should have. And consistent, period. Because I have been told throughout my life that rich people are evil. People who have it all are like, they make fun of them, or they'll be like, oh my God, like, how do they have so much money? How do they have so much success? And it's like, what do you mean how? We all have access to the same resources. And if you say you don't, you do, because you have a phone. You might have a laptop. We all can walk outside and talk to the same people, right? Yes. And that is one thing I have noticed you have been consistent in saying, Ked. You are continuously talking about networking. So that is your key component to your success. Okay? Yes, sir. Being consistent in networking. So did you network with anyone this week that was like, oh, yes, I got their contact? Because everywhere I go now, I'm going to guess that if you want. Yeah, no, you're Cooper. Yes, you have to earn it and work at it. Like, I posted this the other day that I didn't care if it offended people because it's facts. Broke mindset, a broke mentality expects to get rich by doing nothing at all. Right? And I've been around a lot of broke mentalities, but I did not let that get to me. And that's not an excuse for people saying, oh, well, I grew up with it, or I was treated that way. This is how my parents were. This is how my friends treated me. You don't have an excuse to treat people the way you have been treated. What did I say about friends, kid? Yes, believing in yourself. And no, there's no excuse. We can't just walk around with excuses our whole life. Don't end up being 60 years old looking back at your life like, I wish I did this. I wish I invested. I wish I bought that house. I wish I wasn't renting right now. Like, just examples. Exactly. Like, wait, what do you mean F them? F who? F who? I want to know who we're saying F to. We can't blame and see. I know people that are much, much, much older than me. I am 23 years old. And oh yeah, about friends. Well, and that's like a double-ended sword. Someone commented on that video talking about, oh, but then if you don't trust, then you're always weary and fearful. And it's like, it was just a interpretation. It was just, because I believe that we should trust until given a reason not to, right? I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to. But of course, you need to keep your boundaries with people and notice we all have an intuition. So people can't say like, oh, I don't know what to think. Yes, you do. Feel within yourself. When you're around certain people, you feel their energy and you can just feel it like, I don't know if I should go all in on telling them my business. Have to take responsibility. Facts. And a lot of people don't like taking responsibility for their actions. They will treat you a certain way, or they just won't understand. And, this was kind of the relationship with men. for me growing up is I would tell them like, I don't like how you're treating me like this. I want you to treat me like this. And then they would say to me, why do you always bring up the negatives and never the positives? And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to expose them right now, but because the negatives outweigh the positives. Why do I keep bringing this up? Because you continuously do it. And the excuse continued to be, oh, well, I don't know how. Is that an excuse? Tell me. Tell me, is this an excuse? I don't know how. Yes, keep making them beats. Look at the consistency. I love it. And you should start posting your beats on Insta and YouTube too. Because the beats on YouTube are popping right now. Everybody wants a Blueface type beat, free for profit. Like, and selling them on you. Oh, kid. You can make so much money doing that. Posting them. Okay. Insta, I feel like, is a promotional platform. So giving a little teaser with what's it called? Instagram. Giving a little teaser of your beats, of you in the studio, popping your shh. And then on YouTube, post your beats. And look, they're popping off. People are monetized off of beats. They don't even show their face. You feel me? And Cooper, I love that. You know, respect is a key component to success, because we're always going to run into difficult people. We're always going to run into people that we don't get along with. Not everyone is going to like you, and we can't take everything serious. Like, I'm not taking this personal because I know that has everything to do with you and not me. You're upset for no reason, and you're what is the word? Projecting. So a lot of people project their own wounds, their own traumas onto other people, and we can't take it personally. What do you mean someone posted your studio session? Can you just clarify a little bit? Yeah, so when I was talking about, like, when I was little, like, dealing with men, I was talking about, like, you know, figures that were older than me, family-wise. It wasn't to do with, like, a partner, if that makes sense. So what do you mean they posted your session, though? Like, they tagged you and they're like a big rapper or something, and they tagged you? Or... because when I went on your IG, you don't have studio sessions on there. And they need to be there. Start posting your studio sessions. Okay? And I'll share it. I'll share it. Let's help each other. See, real people, remember this, real people don't gatekeep, right? Real people don't gatekeep. Real people want to see you succeed. Real people want to see you succeed. And that's another key component to our success, is the people around us. Are they showing fake support? Are they showing fake love? Are they doing little stingy hearts on our posts? Are they doing fake hearts in real life? That's something to think about. Because right now, I can't think of a female in my life right now that I feel is fake. My intuition has told me that I have attracted my soul tribe, and they're all different in their own reasons. I don't let people think that. I love it. Yes, and this is the year of, you know, stamping our ground and speaking our truth, Cooper, because put your foot down as you should. And that's what I've been working on as well, being more outspoken. I recently was working as a bottle service girl at like a high class club and while living in LA, and stopped working there because I felt like my throat chakra was being blocked. They weren't treating me well. And I was like, no, this is not it. Why would you want to work for people that don't appreciate you, that don't show you that I appreciate what you're doing? No, I would rather struggle in the beginning of entrepreneurship, working for myself, than dealing with people who don't give a f about me, right? Can we agree? Because I'm not afraid of security. When you're afraid of security, you will be put into unsecure situations. They liked my song. Did they tag you? They better have tagged you. Yeah, them rappers better have tagged you. Give Ked some of your clout, okay? And see, I do have a friend. She has a lot of followers on Insta. And she's like, we should start going live together so I can help you get your following up. Because I'm only at like 3,000 something. And I'm like, oh, okay, bet girl. You know how many people would be like, oh, well, I'm not going live with you. Like, you need to do it yourself. And I know a few people where their family members are super successful in an aspect, and you know, their brother, sister asks, oh, like, put me on, like, show me the ins and outs. And then they get stingy, like, oh, like they get quiet or they don't respond. And I just feel like that's so up. That's so up. Because if I know something, I'm going to put my family on. And thing is, no one is going to invest in you unless you invest in yourself first. Right? Invest in yourself so other people will be interested in investing in you. If you're asking someone to invest in you and you haven't shown consistency, if you haven't shown persistent passion, if you haven't shown you doing the work, why would they invest in you and your vision? If I'm not successful in something and then I ask someone, oh, give me $10,000 to invest in my cause, I'm going to start over. Do you think they're going to want to invest in me? No, because I let myself fail. There is a difference between picking and making a decision. You can make the decision to, okay, this was just a little flop. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep going. You choose if you fail. It's not a, I failed, I won. It's a, you choose if you decide to win or if you decide to fail. Yes. Yes, kid, period. Oh, I love that. Yeah. No, I feel it, like being shy and really interactive, but now you've gotten better. See, and that's so important. And you acknowledge that. You acknowledge that, okay, being shy and not super interactive wasn't really helping you because you wanted to be interactive. You wanted to, you know, be more social. And I love that for you, that you're like, I had to make a change. And that's the thing, we have to realize that we need to make changes. And, you know, I know it may seem scary at first, but it's for our eternal good. Because I've been shy at times too and don't want to be around people. But then once I do go and socialize and, you know, communicate, it brightens us. Like, I just went to get my boxing gloves and stuff at this gym, and I've already gotten all my energy. I'm charged up by being alone, right? But I interacted with some of the people at the gym, and it just makes you feel good. You're like, oh, I get to be social. They're nice. They're not stingy. You have a lot of goals. Is content creator. Yes, content creating, okay, to answer your question, is my main goal. I love like being on live with you guys and sharing my knowledge and hearing what your knowledge is. Like I like learning. I love being a sponge and listening to other people's perspectives. And that's something a lot of people get wrong, is they don't want to learn from other people. They just believe that they are right all the time. And of course, I have, other goals that I'm working on, but I'm not ready to announce them yet. I'll announce them once it is done and completed, because I personally feel like if you announce something too soon, outer energies can affect the progress of what you're trying to finish, if that makes sense. Yo, boxing is so fun. Like growing up, my mom had me in so many different things, in circus class, yoga class, like so many classes, and I just got so bored. But I'm like, with boxing, you learn how to fight, you learn how to develop a self-defense skill, and not just that, you learn how to be more sharp within your mind and your body. See, when I started boxing a few weeks ago, my coordination was so off. Like I kept tripping on my fucking, pardon my language. See, I'm trying not to swear on live, y'all. I'm trying not to swear as much, but I kept tripping on my ankles and I kept like falling back, and I'm like, how to do Muay Thai, but I don't have anyone. Yo, look up Muay Thai personal trainers, or like ask your friends, ask your neighbors, or I'm sure you know someone who does like fighting. That's what I did. I just started talking about it with my friends, with the people I'm around, and that's how I found my personal trainer. So exactly what Ked was saying about networking. Network your way around to find the perfect person for you. Because when I was doing my own research on boxing, it gets overwhelming. You're like, there's so many places. What do I choose? And it's like, I feel like you would rather go somewhere that someone already knows works for them, instead of, and it helps out because the girl that referred me to my personal trainer, I get to help her out. She gets like a free class or something, and that's the thing. We need to help each other instead of being like, well, why would I get that so you get this free? I don't like that. I don't like that thinking. I was recently using an investing app, and in the last week I switched my investing app because Reggie, my man, uses this other one that is a little easier to navigate for new investors, and he gets $150 in stocks. I would rather help people out by them referring me to good sources instead of, venturing out on my own when you don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Do some Muay Thai. Let's box. Let's get our Muay Thai on. Someone at the gym said that they do Taekwondo, and they were giving me like good content tips for fighting, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, instead of doing different angles, doing different lighting scenarios. Doing different lighting scenarios, because people are attracted to ambiance, right? When you watch a video, when you go to a restaurant, the first thing right away, you're like, what is the ambiance? What is the feel of this video? What is the feel of this restaurant? What type of vibe should I expect? And that's the thing, a lot of people don't really know how to acclimate to their surroundings. They don't know how to react, how to respond. And which is so important, because say you end up being in a situation that you feel uncomfortable, but you can't show it. You need to acclimate. You need to act like you're comfortable. And those are key components to success. If you're in an uncomfortable situation, you don't act like you're uncomfortable. If you can't get out of it right away, you got to maintain your composure. And you know what's good? If you're in those type of situations, knowing how to do a little boxing. Just in case. Like, you never know what could happen. My girl does jujitsu, and the girl is ripped. She's ripped more than a lot of men. And I'm like, that's sexy. That's sexy, because we need to have friends that, you know, we're inspired by, not people that we look down on. And for today, I need to take our Spy, the dog, out. I'm probably gonna take him to the dog park because I don't really feel like walking him. I already walked him earlier. I made some lemon pepper chicken. Who likes the lemon pepper wing? Lemon pepper wings. If I'm in those situations, I need to stand my ground. Yes. Yep. And standing our ground in composure, not in uncomfortability. Because, you know, we could stand our ground and be like stiff. But, actually, the guy at the gym actually gave me some good advice. He was like, do you know what the best thing is? The best tip I can give you for boxing is? I'm like, what? And he's like, your breath, your breathing. So when you're you're like this, right? And I kept holding my breath. I'm like, ooh, all tense, and like you're just what is it? Jab cross. Like, you're tense and you're just, and he said, relax. Because look, these buildings fall down for being stiff. That's why Japan has made their current architecture and structure there for, like, you know, because they have tsunamis and stuff and earthquakes. Their buildings literally move now. And good structures need to have a movement. Because if it's stiff, what happens? It breaks, right? So this, I'm like, oh my God, I love that you said that, because it's so simple. Like, relax. And then when you jab, you could be faster. You could be quick, right? You're faster, you're quicker on your feet when you're not stiff. So in uncomfortable situations, we can't be stiff. We need to maintain our composure and comfortability, maintain our breathing. You feel me? Wingstop, hey, yes. No, at my gym, they were actually offering little Wingstop gift cards. Or was that when I got my hair done? I don't remember. But yes, I love Wingstop. Need a little lemon pepper wing. I made some lemon pepper shrimp too. It's so good. I love to eat. Man, and my favorite food is Southern food and sushi. What is your favorite food? Food plays a very large role in our success as well. If we're eating junk food all the time, if we're doing takeout all the time, we don't know the ingredients that is being put into this food, right? And say they put in MSG. If you don't know what MSG is, it's put in a lot of Asian food, and it is like, it's just not good for you. It's like a processed salt. It makes it saltier, and it's just, I don't know if I'm saying this right, so don't quote me, but it's just not good. Just like how parabens, those aren't good for you either. Like, if you, what is it? High fructose corn syrup is horrible for you. Check your stuff right now. Check your food. Read the labels. I read labels. I actually shop at better grocery stores now But like before, when I just moved out and I was being cheap, because you don't know what to expect when you move out. You're like, oh, I need to go to the cheapest store, and you think in a lack mindset. And at that time, I was just getting whatever packs of ramen noodles. Gotta love ramen. No, I eat plenty of. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Kids, stop playing with me. Stop it. Stop. I have my protein every single day. Stop playing with me. I need to breathe whenever I am. Exactly. Channeling and focusing your energy is the key. Is the key to success in a majority of things. And thing is, people are searching for, oh, how to be successful. How do I do this? How do I do that? When it's really just in you. It's in you. You just need to take the action. You just need to relax and take the action. Because nothing is going to get done right. Okay, think about this. When you're being clumsy, why? Why are you being clumsy? Because you're in a rush. You're in a rush. Nothing good happens when we're rushing around, when we're mad, just like boiling water. When it clears up, we can see our face in the water. Right? Yes, protein, cooked vegetables, fruit. You know, I love my gluten. Oh, and see, so many people say gluten is bad for you and you should stop eating gluten. Gluten is like in bread, in, you know, a lot of things. But I love my carbs. I got a sweet tooth. I don't know about you, but I always, you know, I got muffins in the kitchen right now. They're healthy. They're healthy muffins made with good ingredients. Whew. Jab cross. Slow and steady wins the race. See? And it's so simple. People are always wanting to grasp on something new. What can I hear that's different? It's like you go into a bunch of different doctors because you didn't like what your main doctor told you. I say this because some people in my life, I will put them onto something and they don't listen to me. But when they go to a professional, because I'm not a professional at any of this, this is just my perspective. When they go to a professional, they tell them the same thing and then they start doing it. Do you guys have people like that in your life? Like you told them first, but they had to go get the information from someone else. Like, you could have been doing this for years now. You could have really been doing this for years, but you waited until you went and seen all these doctors because you didn't like what the first one said. And that's why another thing is, don't take things personal. Like I said earlier, what happens when we take things personal? Oh, we can't focus. We can't get things done. If we're, oh my God, like what happened? Why did they say this? Oh, I gotta check this. That has nothing to do with you, baby. That has nothing to do with you. And thank you. Yeah, I don't get my hair done a lot. I get it braided like once or twice a year. But yeah, the girl in Compton did it really good. She's my new favorite girl. Thank you, boo. But yeah, I just meant like everything that is so simple right in front of our faces really can help us when we dial in. Instead of venturing out and trying to explore new ways, different ways, just stick to the one thing. Stick to what you know. What do they always say? Don't reinvent the wheel. Just make it your own and based off of what someone else has already been successful in. Shoot, unless you're like inventing flying cars or something. That's different. Not yet. It's what, 2024? We don't got flying cars yet. But I don't know if you guys know this. This is crazy. When I came to LA, I was in awe. I was so surprised. There's cars out here that drive themselves. Whew. What? Yes, these cars drive themselves. No one is in the driver's seat. It drives itself. It stops, it turns, it goes on the highway like a robo car. Dead ass. And see, I was thinking that too, that it's dangerous, but it's not. Like out here, they're so advanced that they don't get in crashes. They're literally like perfect robots. But I'm like, what are they used for? And I was told that they're used for Uber, but I've never seen anyone in the cars. And a lot of people are skeptical, like they don't want to get in a car where someone isn't behind the wheel. I mean, honestly, I'm a risk taker, so I would do it, not gonna lie. Like, I wanna go skydiving, bungee jumping, all of that. I'm crazy, I know. But see, I feel like guys got me. If y'all seen Bad Boys, have y'all seen the new Bad Boys movie? Where it wasn't Will Smith, it was the other guy. Wait, was it Will Smith? No, I forget. It was I don't remember the other guy's name, but he died. Yeah, Martin. Yep, Martin. He died and he came back to life, and he said, "Oh, God's got me." That's how I feel. And when he jumped in that or when he was in the alligator tank, and he was like, "Oh, I've got it. I've got it." And then the alligator starts effing him up. He's like, ah! Like, I love that. If y'all haven't seen that movie, go watch it. He slapped him. Yup. Oh, that was a good ass movie. And but there's another one coming too, so. I think I was gonna go into a berserker state that day. Damn, so this, dang. So that, whatever that guy said, like really got you hot. It got you hot. Ooh, eyes going blurry, that's crazy. So he really offended you. So what did you do about it? Like, did you cool off and walk away, or did you punch? I'm curious now. I want to know. See, honestly, I love heated moments because I like to see how people respond. It's kind of like a psychological thing. Because you can tell if someone is only a reactor or a responder. Responders are healed, reactors are not healed. Are you a responder or a reactor? And that can be in different subjects too. We can respond in other ways, and then another way we're a reactor. Lemon pepper. Y'all, I feel like I really want to have a setup. I have a room in my apartment that I want to set up so it's like cute and you don't gotta see like this boring background. You probably don't care. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I care. And I want to have like a little cute setup so it looks more professional, you know. But this is what we're doing right now. But let me know if you think that is like even necessary or not. Because I know people who make great content that are literally like sitting in a messy room. See, and my place isn't a mess. It's just, you know, dark behind me. Do we like professional, like in a studio content, or do we like real content with a real apartment, home background. Hit the A today? What do you mean hit the A? You said you didn't want to hit the A today. Oh, Atlanta. Because I'm like, I'm not in Atlanta. No, Reggie's in Atlanta right now with his family. I'm in LA still. I gotta watch the dog. I don't even, honestly, I need to inquire about putting this dog on a plane because I've never done that before. I'm definitely gonna go there though. I want to go to Charleston and Atlanta. My two next spots. I've been to New Orleans. I've been to Charlotte. I've been to Florida plenty of times. I haven't been to Jacksonville though. I've only been to the Keys, Miami, Tampa, Orlando, yep, South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, but I want more of that culture. You know, like Charleston has the culture. Myrtle Beach is just kind of touristy. Like, why would we want to go on a trip and just do touristy stuff we could do anywhere else? I want to see the culture here, baby. I want that real food. I don't want a burger. You know, I want some Creole food. The whole immersive experience. But we are at an hour on live, y'all. And you know, I like just going on for a little hour. I'm so glad that we actually got on here and talked about like success tips and becoming more successful, dealing with people, dealing with ourselves, within ourselves, and external. I appreciate y'all for joining my live, supporting Miss Nade and the word of the day. And I'm glad I caught you too. I'm glad you hopped on and we got a little update on where the ChatGPT and the music industry has got you right now. Oh, yep, and my phone's about to die. But thank you, y'all. Y'all have a blessed Saturday and we'll see you soon.